pieces just so I can show you children of this one object so that they're quote-unquote grouped. So let me just select one object. So the first thing you do is you select the any objects that you want to be children or you want to be part of this group, and I'll hold down shift and I'll grab another one, and then I'm going to hold down shift and I'm going to select this item, and this item is the lightest one. You can see it's active. If I hold down shift again and I grab this, you'll see that now that one's white. Or if I go back and I grab the final, now this one's the lead one. You want to select the group, or what they call the parent, very last one. And then you can use the shortcut, or you might find it easier to do object, parent, and then we basically want to do object, and you can see the shortcut's Control P, click that, click it again, and now you'll see if I open this up, these items are now below that group. So the nice thing is if I grab this group and I go to move around, all these objects move around. So what I'd like you to do is when you have your final model, I'd like you to assign all of them to a single group, and then I want you to create another empty and assign all the original pieces to a group as well. So in the end, you're going to have one group that's going to have your final model, and you're going to have another group that has the original pieces. Now I'm currently working with the original pieces, but your requirement is these original pieces have to be exactly where they were when you open the file. So you're not allowed to move them, you can only copy them and then use them for different objects. So we have that done, we've set up our group, we can work with that. If for some reason you need to modify the group, you can select any object, you go object parent, and you can see there's options for clearing the parent as well, so you can kind of change that if you need to. Now that we have this set up and this working, the next thing I want to do is I want to talk about layers, which is one of the last things. So right now everything is all on the same layer. You can see this right here. And if I click, there's nothing on that layer currently. So what you can do is you can assign different things to different layers. So let's say I grab the final object. I'm going to hit M, and it's going to say which layer. And I'm going to move this to the second layer. And now when I'm done, you see if I hit here, and now the interesting thing is that's just the group. All the other pieces are here because we have to select those as well. So we can select those as well, hit M, and move those. Now you can see that's disappeared, so now we have this layer and this layer. You can see how you can toggle back and forth. If you want to see more than one layer at a time, hold down shift and select it so you can see multiple ones. So that's how we get different layers to show up. So for your final, you want to basically get your final model with the pieces and everything, however you like to do it. And I want you to basically get the viewport how you like it and do Control Alt Q and maximize that viewport, and then you can adjust it however you like, and that's how you're going to save your file, so that basically when we open it up you'll see everything. Now the last thing you can do is hit Control and the up arrow, and that gets rid of the rest of the interface. So if you hit it once, it goes up, another time. So Control and up arrow hides the rest, and this is how I want you to save it. So when we open up, the only thing we see is your model. Your original pieces will be hidden. So now at this point, you want to do File, Save As, and this would be my final one. For my purposes, I'll hit the plus and I'll hit Save as Blender File, and that's all I need to do. When I submit this, I can drop off the 003, but that's kind of an option. So your homework is basically to follow the same technique and process, and the handout will have further information if you have any questions.